Hey, everybody, we are back. I have the director of, is it Mind Builders is the name of it?
No, Reflections, the play.
Reflections, the play. We have Nelson Esteban Chamilio.
Yes.
Yes, I said it. I got it. And
Yes.
he's the director of the production. He's going to give us a little bit of the insight as to what made you want to start this. What was the need that you felt the need that you wanted the community? Oh, what are some of the issues that you wanted to address? And what are your future goals for the production?
Well, this production has been in evolution and a journey for the last 20 years. The last 20 years. So this production.
Oh, 20 years.
Yes,
Okay.
20 years. It started out as a spoken word presentation. Where are my leaders?
Okay.
Are they all hanging on chain fences collecting dust?
Wow.
And that evolved into reflections.
Okay.
5.
So is it like different individuals coming in and giving, like doing, it's not spoken word, and it's
not
evolved
spoken word.
past that
it's not
into
spoken
a
word.
full...
It's an urban contemporary piece. It's an actual full play.
Wow.
And what we were talking about doing was a full-length educational theater tour where we can either present the entire play or certain excerpts within the play. So if you want to talk about family structure, communication, conflict resolution, gang violence, gun violence, racism.
So you can kind of tailor-make
Right,
it. Tailor-made to like different,
And
you know.
also, even though there's cursing and certain levels of physical contact within the piece, it can always be altered so that it can be presented to elementary or middle school, high school, in a senior citizen center, so they don't get like,
oh yeah, you don't want to send nobody to the hospital watching the production. Be like, did you get it? Yes, I got it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't want to do that, but you get to the point and you make sure they get it and they feel it.
Right.
I mean, for teenagers, they'll probably feel more of the oomph,
but even at
based on the language.
Even at the producer showcase, one of the things that the parents said was the simple fact that their children hear this.
Well,
you know,
what did I say to you?
Right? Yes, you did. You told me, my sons, they be all right. They need to.
Because I was going to bring my children. She was like, well, how old are they? And I'm like, they're 8 or 9. And she was like, well, there's a little bit of cursing in it. I'm like, well, they know not to repeat that. Right. You know, and I would focus more on the other elements of it and not focus on that. But, you know, they've heard before and they know, you know, children are smarter than we think. They know not to say
the dialogue
like
within the piece is very realistic. It's as if you were in the middle of the street and you were hearing this dialogue. So it's very much like that, right?
Real. Okay.
It's connected to what people normally hear, like in an urban environment.
Everyday language.
Everyday language, absolutely.
Everyday language.
It's not Shakespearean where three-fourths, you die.
Yeah, everybody's not going to, no. It would be like...
Right, what these two black people in the street talking about?
Where Nelson come from? You know what I'm saying? What Nelson trying to do?
I'm talking about teenage pregnancy like that.
Yeah. No. So what are your hopes for the production? What do you hope the end result is? Like the message that people get? Like, do you want it to
when you talk about all the strife and conflict and issues and situations that's going on, not only in America, but throughout the world, and nobody's talking about solutions. It's like we're all talking about
that's what I'm saying.
The problem, but there's
got a whole
no
list, like you said, you know, gun violence, everything that you ran down. Okay, so what is the next step to that? And I love the fact that you mentioned you have workshops that you do on a smaller basis, one-on-one, in groups, smaller groups.
That's where my background is in educational theater within itself.
Okay.
I have a degree in theater and communication from Muskingum College in Ohio.
Nice.
And for the last 20 years, I've been doing a lot of community theater, musical theater, directing my own pieces, other people's pieces.
Okay.
And I've been in nonprofits for about 20 years as well.
Nice.
I'm currently as a program director out of an after-school program in the Bronx called Icon Charter School. It's part of New York Junior Tennis and Learning.
Okay, so this man knows what
I have a connection. Not only to the theater aspects of it, but also to the educational and also the personal youth development, personal development aspect of it as well, and understand the importance of how theater could become a medium for social change. And that's been my journey for the long.
Definitely. I love that. I love that you take the time. I see that you've traveled states, and you've been doing this, spreading this whole the concept, of the educational theater, which is new to me. I've never heard that, but I'm quite sure that's a great thing that you can do.
Yeah.
If you have the medium, the venue, and the place, why not do something positive? Why not address and not just wait for kids to see those issues on television in a negative light, with, like you said, where there's no solution.
Well, it's about changing the perspective of things. When you talk about hip hop, like some of my young people are talking about hip hop and connecting that to gang violence. I always say, well, hip hop is all about self-expression.
Exactly.
You know,
There's
I mean, I always ask them, well, are you or any of your members in the gang? And they look at me like,
no.
No.
Yeah, think about your own current
talk
state.
about yourself. Talk
Exactly.
about who you are. Talk, you know, start celebrating the different nuances of what you're about. You know, in some level, that's what Reflections is all about. That's what we're here about as well. You know, when you see Passion and Ben Keening coming up here to perform, they're expressing, you know, their true talents coming out.
I like that, right?
Y'all get ready to see some really good stuff coming up. And I thank you both for coming and sharing the information. Now, how could they find out information about what you're doing, follow you, and keep abreast of your movements?
I'm on Facebook. My Facebook page is Reflections the Play. You can also email me at Reflections the Play. The tour.
He's looking at her.
Because Reflections the Play was taken at gmail.com. So Reflections the Play the tour.
You know, okay, well, that's
at gmail.com.
big. You know, that sounds big. I always throw a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you took that? Okay, well, I'm gonna throw
it. So
that's good.
So the end game is the tour itself.
Okay.
Is to go out, be invited to college areas, to community centers, not only in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, but also in different other places. Since my background, my cultural background is Garifuna.
That sounds nice.
And
I don't know where's that. I know it. Say it again. What? I mean, it just sounds nice. I never heard this.
My family is Garifuna. Garifuna.
Is that part in Africa? Where's that from?
No, it's not in Africa.
Oh, where's it at? It sounds like it's something. I'm sorry.
It's all good, Carl.
I'm sorry. And look, if I don't know, I'm going to ask, right?
That's how the history is from West Africa. Me. West Africa, we got captured or whatnot, got thrown in the boat. We said, wait a minute, something's not right here. We got to jump off this boat. We ended up in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Okay,
and then so we started mixing with
the
culture over there, and then started migrating towards the Central America area.
So it's
ended
like a
up in
mixture
Honduras,
of what cultures?
Guatemala. So it's a mixture of different cultures, right?
It's
West African,
Spanish,
and indigenous Indian culture.
Wow,
so,
beautiful.
That was a history lesson.
That was. You educated us. But I'm saying, because you don't, I mean, that.
But that's something that I've evolved into understanding in terms of self-identification. For the longest, I didn't include that in my productions at all. And so I'm learning to embrace it. For myself.
Embrace it,
right?
yes.
And understanding that the struggles that the Garifuna people have faced migrating to America, the same struggle that people of color who was born here has been going through.
Yes.
The self-loathing, the conditioning, the suppressing themselves with foreign substances, artificial substances. The brain washing of the media, of the internet,
first cartoon show you watch, all subliminals, everything,
every day.
Yeah, the whole. Yeah.
So the journey is similar, and the messages is always universal in terms of like. This is what we're talking about. It's not necessarily a black problem. It's not necessarily a white problem. It's a
share your culture.
Right. It's a people situation.
That's right. Share your culture. That's what we do. Because we all have something to be proud of. It doesn't matter. Okay, well, thank you to my guests. We're going to see have more of the guests from the production come up here. Yes, you're going to see some live performances now, so don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. This is Coco, Nelson, and Michelle Ann.
My name is Nelson Esteban Chamilio, and this is Reflections, the play. Tick-tock, mirror images in my mind, frozen in time. Images, struggling with my past. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
My name is Nelson Chamilio. I'm the producer, director, writer of Reflections, the play.
My name is Vin Keaton, R&B soul singer. I'm about to sing for you my single titled Chocolate Kisses, which is currently on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, Google Play, off my forthcoming album titled The Beginning of Forever. You can find me on Instagram at VINKEATIN, Facebook VINKEATIN, Twitter VINKEATIN. Hope you like it. Oh, 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 oh. Hey there, beautiful, oh, oh, let me in your world. I'll take you, woo, to a place where, oh, you've never been, and only dreamed of. And I'll start with these chocolate kisses. What you've been missing, oh, 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 oh. Let my lips melt all over you. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, ooh, ooh, oh, oh, oh. Tell me all your desires. I'll fulfill them all. I'll make that guarantee. I'll be your genie. I'll grant your wishes. Oh, but before I get on my knees, oh, I'll start with these, oh, chocolate kisses. What you've been missing, oh, 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 oh. Let my lips melt all over you, oh, 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 oh. Chocolate kisses, oh, 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 oh. Tell me, receive me, receive me. Oh, 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 oh. Take me, receive me. Let me love you, love you, love. Oh, 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 oh. Chocolate kisses. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Passion No Last Necessary. I am a native and resident of the Bronx, New York. Throw your X up. I'm a spoken word artist. I am an actor. I am an entertainer extraordinaire. And I have been put on the spot by my good friend, Coco. I have been put on the spot by our earlier guest, Michelle Antoinette, and our other singer, Mr. Vin Keaton. They have requested specifically that I do a spoken word piece. This is one of the first pieces that I ever spit when I first came on the spoken word scene in 2009. Shout out to Urban Voices Heard. The name of this piece is Discernment, and I usually preview this with classic snippet from Aretha Franklin, Daydreaming. So I'm going to just jump right into it. I hope that you're okay. We're good so far? Okay, good. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Look at my mind floating away. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Look at my mind floating away. He's the kind of guy that you say, hey baby, let's get away. Let's go somewhere far where I don't care. He's the kind of guy that you give your everything, your trust, your heart, share all of your love, till death do you part. I wanna be what he wants, when he wants it, whenever he needs it. And when he's lonesome and feeling love-starved, I'll be there to feed him. I'm loving him a little bit more each day. He turns me right on when I hear him say, I see with my mind and listen with my heart, so I knew why he ran from me. I understood his hesitation before he ever disclosed it to me. I knew why he tried to avoid me, why he would paint his fear with time constraints. Of the same makeup as he knew he met his match, but feared that the heartache of yesterday would catch him again. So he tried to preempt the end, sent mixed signals, spoken riddles when he spoke. Something in me evoked a certain longing in him to be invisibly present and presently invisible. Everything in my essence cried out to him from our descendants to be, and pleaded with him to be the beginning of our line of ancestry. He was undone by my intensity, so he tried to hide from destiny, but I was already a part of his everyday vocabulary. I was everything he longed for and all that he'd given. He wanted to keep his feelings hidden, but didn't. I was his Shalimar. I see the lover in you. I saw myself in him too. Saw the superhero asking for nothing, giving everything, and I knew. Looking into his eyes, I saw reruns of my yesteryear's private and unforgotten tears, sensitive ears hearing all that was unspoken, damaged nerve endings still feeling the effects of a heart that's broken. Jokingly, he said, yeah, I need to stay away from you. Something he knew he couldn't and wouldn't do. Wouldn't, because the complication of sexual relation had already been injected into.
We got the DVD and the okay, that was a hot show. I told y'all I had a great show lined up for you tonight. Michelle Antoinette did her thing. We had Nelson, you know, the director talked about reflection. Nelson Chamilio, right? Talked about I'm just sucking at this right now. Nelson, you know, came and told us about the play Reflections. We also had Vin Keaton rock out, and of course, Passion, no last name necessary, did her thing. And I want to thank you. Make sure you check us out on YouTube at Just Give Me the Mic. Make sure you check us out on BronxNet every Wednesday at midnight on channel 68. And also catch me on 16 Bars, a video music box with Ralph McDaniels. We're going to be doing another show in September. So if you're interested in joining us for our next live taping, make sure you hit me up at justgivemethemic1@gmail.com. Of course, I'm Coco. You can write me about anything. If you want to be a guest on this show, you can write me at justgivemethemic1@gmail.com. And we'll see you next week, y'all. Good night. Okay?